congratulations on your big victory. That was very impressive. Did you? I won't say did you surprise yourself, but looking back on the fight now and watching it, rewatching it, how did you feel seeing the way that you kind of dominated the fight from start to finish?
I always surprise myself in my fights. I always go the extra mile than what I think I'm supposed to go. To be able to throw over, 500, 600 punches throughout the fight, 100 being landed in the first round, I thought was pretty insane. To be landing at 60% and 40% early on in the fight, to hit her with the body shots I hit her with, to show her that, she was in the ring with the puncher. It was just great to be able to do that. And I definitely surprised myself 100%.
And this is a question, I'm always curious about this. I know every fighter has a game plan, when they go into a fight. Was this your actual game plan, or when you got in the ring and was like, something, forget the game plan, I'm going to bully the bully. I'm going to let her know all these people are saying that she's going to knock me out and she has all this power. I'm going to be the one that's going to step right in the pocket. I'm not going to box from the outside. I'm not going to hide from the smoke. Was that like a plan, or is that just like you making that change on the go to decide this is the way that this fight is going to go?
No, that was the game plan, to hit her to the body, to show her that I could also box, to land the combinations, to be quicker than her and, get to the punch before her. To push her back, definitely. And then, but what wasn't part of the game plan was just the inside work of smothering her work. She's very, very powerful. You let her hit you at the end of her punches. But if you smother them, she doesn't know how to fight on the inside. She's trying to punch around and she doesn't know how to bring it in and throw nice, crisp uppercuts or throw short hooks. Everything with her has to be long and you have to be on the outside of her land. So later on in the round, I seen that she was getting comfortable. She wanted to throw shots on the outside. She no longer wants, so I forced the inside game and forced her to fight a fight that she didn't want to fight and forced her to keep a pace that she couldn't keep. And that's how I was able to dominate. But that's the only thing that wasn't part of the game plan, was to smother her. But once I seen that it worked, I continued to do it.
What I found interesting about the day of the fight was there was a lot of fights on, that particular Saturday. But the most conversation, and I keep my ear to what's going on social media a lot, was you guys' fight. That entire card, in my mind, had the most conversation, the most debate, the most excitement over all of the other boxing that was going on. Do you feel now, going into 2023, that women's boxing, the one thing that one thing that it does better, I would say, than the men is you guys fight the best competition available? We see what's going on with Spence and Crawford. Do you feel that's something that women's boxing can kind of hang their hat on, that the best fight the best and bring you the best cards? I mean, that was an outstanding card from top to bottom.
Yeah, you had got the best of both worlds. You got me versus Savannah Marshall, and then you have Alicia Baumgartner versus Michaela Mayer, which was also a good fight. And I mean, it was a good lead up. It was good trash talk. Girls had great walkouts. It was amazing.
Speaking of which, you walk out with the dance. I liked it. It reminded me, I'm from St. Louis, and I don't know if you remember Corey Spinks. He had a big fight with Zab Judah, and he came out with Nelly. And I was like, this is an epic ring walk that you had right now. And that's all part of the showmanship. And then the performance to back it up, it made it so memorable.
Yeah, I think women's boxing was missing that, as far as in the entertaining part of it. Like, yes, the fight is a boxing match, but at the end of the day, it's still, people want to be entertained. So, during a walkout, the music you pick, the dances you do. And I really had a whole Apollo Creed theme. I don't know if you noticed, but It was the USA. I got dance. Well, I danced out. And the only difference was that he got sang out by James Brown and I didn't.
Where do you go from here? You've had women come out, say they're going to knock you out, say they're going to outbox you, try to challenge your status as the GWOAT. And when the actual fights happen, you win. And you not just win, you win so convincingly. Like, to me, there's there's no reason to even fight, this person again because it's so dominant. What are your next, steps, and how do you keep that kind of fire and competitiveness going on, knowing how dominant that you've been so far?
I think it's just challenging myself. Like, all these girls got all these, oh, they got the secret recipe to beat me. Like they're like they're kryptonite and I'm Superman or whatever the case may be. But I go out there and make these girls look amateur. For me, to know that I can beat girls unanimously just not good enough for me. I want to get to the point to where I'm so smart and so technically sound in there that if I can beat you for 10 rounds, I can figure out which punch can lay you down. I want to be able to knock girls out. So that's my motivation there. Once I get to that point to where I know I can knock out any girl that I'm fighting and actually do it, then maybe I won't be so motivated. But right now, it's like if I could beat a girl, 7 rounds to 3 or 10 rounds to 0, I should be able to figure out how to get the big KO. So that's really what keeps me motivated. Just wanting to be be a better fighter, to be stronger, and just have the big knockouts like Tyson did and Deontay Wilder.
Kind of the last question that I have for you with that, do you think that, you being I would say the face of women boxing, the greatest women's boxer of all time, do you think you have enough, pull to maybe get those rounds moved from 2 rounds to 3 rounds because 3 minutes, 2 minutes to 3 minutes, because with your combination punching, I feel like you wear these women down, but they're able to survive 2 minutes where they may not be able to survive those attacks, for 3 minutes.
I believe that I'm kind of like maybe we should go to 3-minute rounds for 10 rounds or go to 12 rounds for 2 minutes. And I believe that 12 rounds for 2 minutes, I think is safer for right now, because jumping from, boxing 20 minutes to 30 minutes or 20 minutes to 36, I think it's just not safe. You know what I'm saying? So I think every world title fight for the women moving forward should be 12 2-minute rounds. And then after a few years doing that, then we can say, hey, let's add the minute. And I believe that that'll be safer, but it's still like either or work for me. If you want to go 10 3-minute rounds or if you want to go 12 2-minute rounds. But I'm really with the 12 2-minute rounds for right now. Maybe we should go 12 to 2-minute rounds, then go 10 to 3, and then go 12 to 3.
Well, you're definitely at the forefront of change, the forefront of making women's boxing something that everybody is watching, a trendsetter. They're going to be talking about you in that legendary status, like a Tyson and an Ali and a Joe Louis. When they talk about women's boxing, when you're long, retired and have a little gray hair and maybe some grandkids and stuff, they're going to be like, Claressa Shields was the one that made this A+ things that is as big as UFC, as big as men's boxing, as big as all of these other sports. So your legacy is not just going to be, schooling these girls. It's going to be changing the way that women's boxing is in history. And as these other girls that come up, how they come up and say, the guys say, I want to be the next Mayweather, I want to be the next Tyson, I want to be the next Ali. These girls right now, they're 10, 11, 12, they're going to be like, I want to be the next Shield. So you should be very proud of that.
I am. Thank you.
Thank you. You have a great day and a great week. And congratulations once again.